Hello again, sorry about the car vlog, but I want to get this up quickly because everyone's asking me, and apologies for the cold sore that's still there, and thank you for your comments on my previous video of me singing, because I really appreciate it and it just makes me feel all warm inside. Thank you. Yeah, so basically an update from my scan on Saturday and my scan just now. I basically had a scan and they told me on Saturday that the eggs were still kind of like 16, some were 16, maybe one was like 18 or whatever. They just didn't seem to me like they were getting any bigger, and I was kind of a bit panicked about that because we were already at day, I think it was day 11 maybe? Oh god, I really should get my facts straight. Anyway, they said that egg collection would be probably Wednesday when we thought it was going to be Sunday. So we were like, oh dear, does that mean it's taking a long time for the follicles to grow? What's going on? And I was concerned because I've been on, I went on my last cycles, I was on 300 menopur the whole time, and it kept my follicles up, and there was no, worries. After my abandoned cycle, that's what they stuck to. But this time they started at 450, and then they dropped it down to 300, and then they dropped it even further to 255 for at least 4 days, and I was panicking that in that time the follicles weren't going to start growing, because it's lower than I've ever been on before, even though it started on high dose. But he said, oh, there's, it's not necessary to up your dose, because once you've recruited your follicles, all you want to do is just slowly and steadily get them to grow. And we were like, oh, okay, and we kind of went home fine with that fact, thinking that he wasn't going to up the dose. And then, because it was a Saturday, one of the nurses said, we'll let you know later your instructions via email, which is what we usually get. And there's a car going really slow in front of us, don't swear or anything. They didn't get in touch with us, and I had to chase them on the emergency number to say we haven't got our instructions yet, which is probably a bit bad really. But maybe because it's a weekend, everything was a bit different, but still, I didn't know. It was about 7 o'clock and I didn't know when to be taking and what to be taking. So they finally texted me back and said, continue with menopur at 300, do it at 300. So it gone up from 225 to 300. So I looked at Zav and I was like, what does that mean? Does that mean my levels have dropped for them to have upped my dose? Because obviously, yeah, I was scared, wasn't I? I was like, oh, there must be a reason why he's upped the dose, because he said earlier in the clinic that there was no reason to do that, and I was just panicking. So I took my 300, which is fine anyway, because I wanted it to be upped anyway. Took my 300 for these 2 days, and they said, oh, don't panic, your oestradiol is still going up, and it's still fine. He's just upped your dose a bit. Maybe just to give him a kick towards egg collection just before that. So I went in today just now, and I was terrified that it was going to be not much of a progress, but he measured he only measured a few that were 20, and I said afterwards, there was only a few that was 20, and Zav said, because I was getting back dressed again, Zav said that he said there's at least 4 on each, is that right? 4 on each ovary that are 20 at the moment, and the rest are kind of like 17.5, I think one was. So they're kind of between 17 and 18, and then there's some 20s. So he said it all looks good for egg collection on Wednesday. He's going to ring me. They tried to take my blood 3 times, but my veins have been literally hacked at for the last few weeks, haven't they? So much blood they've taken, because they test your levels each time you have a scan. And that's how they gauge how much menopur they're going to give me. Never had gonorrhea in the end. He didn't think I needed that particular hormone, because I was doing fine with the menopur, so no. Okay. So yeah, egg collection's on Wednesday, and they'll call me later tonight to find out whether I take any more meds this evening, as in whether I have some more menopur with a trigger, or whether I just trigger, or it all depends on the levels in my blood. So yeah, we're going to wait for this evening, the call. Well, around 3 probably the bloods will come back. My arms are, they tried 3 times, and then they had to call another one of the nurses who's a bit more confident and experienced at taking blood. So yeah, great to be the guinea pig. Yeah, but that's all fine. We're off home now, and yeah, I'll update you guys on what they say for later and confirm whether it's going to be a Wednesday transfer, but egg collection. But I think it will be. So I'm going to keep drinking loads of milk and putting a hot water bottle on my tummy. Some people have said that can help blood flow into the uterus and things like that. So I'm going to do that, and just to keep eating Brazil nuts and taking my Claxane and all of that. So thank you for the support and the good wishes and the well wishes and everything. We really appreciate it, and I'll update you later. Bye.